Welcome to the Woodland Corpses Horror Podcast.
Welcome to Woodland Corpses Podcast. I'm McKenna, your host, and I'm here with author Rascal Hartley today. How are
Hi,
you doing? Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. It's finally actually become winter where I live, so it's can finally wear like long sleeves and hoodies.
Oh, nice. I love hoodie weather. It's hoodie and beanie weather all the time. We're in Minnesota, so it's like
Oh yeah, so
-3 right now. Yeah,
that sounds pleasant.
I'm still getting used to it. We haven't been here very long, but I prefer this over like the really hot weather any
Oh
day.
yeah. Yeah, that's what we have. The like melt your skin off weather.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I've been there, done that.
At least with cold weather, you can like layer up.
Yes,
You
exactly.
just like take a potato peeler to yourself when it's too hot or anything.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you can't just keep taking off layers of skin. Is like at some point, it's at some point it becomes a problem where it's so hot you can't do anything. Yeah. We lived way down south of Georgia for 4 years. And
Oh yeah, yeah. So not too far then.
yeah, it was so weird too, the difference between like because obviously like we lived inland, but then if you went anywhere to like Jekyll Island or Savannah towards the coast, it was almost like 10 degrees cooler. You're
Wait, there's a place called Jekyll Island.
yes, Jekyll
Okay,
Island. Yeah, oh
that
dude.
sounds dope.
It's so from where we lived, it was like an hour. So I'm gonna say from like if you're going like big cities from Savannah, it'd probably be like 2 hours, maybe. But it's got they have like a whole driftwood beach and stuff. And yeah, it's an experience. If you ever get to go, it's like I had two favorite places when we lived there, and it was like Savannah and Jekyll Island. But yeah. Anyway, hey, so your book has been out for a while now, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Uh, Dear Stupid Pen Pal. Um, what inspired you to write this particular book? Like, tell me about
So,
just in general, the inspiration.
uh-huh. So this particular book started out whenever I was originally brainstorming it. It was going to be What We Do in the Shadows fan fiction with Guillermo and Andor. Um, and I realized at some point whenever I was planning it, I was like, this isn't these characters at all anymore. Like this is so AU that
Yeah.
I've just ventured into original fiction. So I scrapped the fan fiction idea and started writing it as its own thing. But
It
that is
works. Yeah.
yeah, that's where it started.
It works because I loved it. And because like, all right, tell me, is it Aku or Aku?
I think it's Aku, is how I've been
Aku.
saying it in my head. Yeah.
Okay,
I
Aku.
also do not speak Akkadian. I just found like a dictionary. So
I would be hard pressed to find anybody who speaks Akkadian. I would think. But me being the weirdo nerd that I am, I was like, I started kind of putting things together how you were describing Aku, and I'm like, this is based on a real person, I think. And and I'm not gonna give anything away because I don't want anybody to get spoilers, but like did you plan on basing Aku on a real person? And is like Finch based on anybody that like you particularly wanted him to be based on? Because my nerdy brain was like, I need to research this person because this is really interesting, and I just went off.
it certainly was not intentional. I guess sometimes those things just kind of happen. Like it's like whenever I write something and then when I get later on, I'm like, oh, that was foreshadowing and I didn't even know it. It was one of those things.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, for me, like. just talking about the book in general. It was just such a deeply moving story, and you got so much done in such a tiny amount of time. Like it's a novella, it's so short, but the characters have so much depth, and like, dude, I cried. I don't cry at a lot of books.
Sorry, or you're welcome.
Yeah, right. Both, it's fine. Um, but I mean, it also had me cracking up laughing. Like it is a general roller coaster of a book. Um, and then the prose throughout, and then just like thinking of other books, like what books do that for you? Or do you have any authors that like if you read those books do the same thing like Dear Stupid Penpal did for me, where it was a roller coaster of laughing and crying, just like what would your favorite thing be that gives you that same emotional experience?
Probably the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir. The space necromancy, and like every single book is completely different from the one before it. And you've got these narrators that don't know everything. So you're piecing stuff together, and you've got these like hilarious laugh out loud moments that you have to text your friends about. And then these moments that just sit with you for, I guess, the rest of time because they haven't gone away yet.
Yeah.
So I've just got these scenes in my head forever. But yeah, I think definitely the Locked Tomb series. I like devoured them all immediately, one after the other. And now I have to wait for the next one. So
I everybody's like waiting with bated breath. I have not read them yet. They're on my TBR. My TBR is endless, and I'm sure at some point I will be buried in stacks of books. Um
mine is too.
yeah. How did McKenna die? Under her books. Um uh but like with your book, Dear Stupid Pet Pal, like the queer rep is amazing. The neurodivergent rep is amazing. And it's one of those things I suppose like if you don't belong to either of those communities, maybe it's not as obvious because it's so subtle. And I really like that because a lot of books right now are like, we're gonna make being queer the point of the book. And
Yeah.
I I, I love the rep and the fact that you did it in such a subtle way. I'm like, was that intentional or just happened?
I'm not sure I'm capable of writing straight neurotypical people, if I'm honest. But I mean, it was intentional in a way that, like, it's just who I write. I'm not, there are authors who are interested in writing queer, neurodiverse folk, and I'm
Yeah.
an author that's not interested in writing straight, neurotypical people. Um, but like, it's all told in letters, so it's pretty much
Hmm.
essentially dialogue. And the people I talk to every day are all queer and they're all neurodivergent. So the sort of like vocal patterns, I guess, I've got in my head when conversing with people, it's that way. And you're right. There's like, I don't particularly enjoy it when like the point of a media is like that someone's queer. I like when they just happen to be queer and there's a story happening anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Because it feels being queer and neurodivergent myself, it feels good to just like, oh, I'm just reading this book because I want to go along on this adventure, and these people just happen to reflect who I am as a person. It's
Yeah.
not like quote unquote like the point of the story. I think a lot of stuff right now, there's a lot of stuff that's just trying to be like we're just like what is it like rainbow capitalism? Like people are just like
Yeah.
throwing shit out there. Um, but I love the subtleties. I'm trying to think of something. Your Dear Stupid Pen Pal is a book that is so different from so much that I've read that it's hard to compare it to anything else. So I can't even think of like what would you compare it to if you had to compare it?
Oh gosh. I mean, the closest thing I could think of would be oh my gosh, the one with Mark Watney by Andy Weir, The Martian.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not from the queer neurodiverse lens, but from the mostly told, like in letters, space mission, really sarcastic main character
Yeah,
vibe.
I love that. That brings me back. That reminds me of like so like the whole space, like space terrifies me.
As it should.
As it should. It's funny because my husband is like, I've always wanted to go to space, and I'm like, no, thank you, I'm good. I'll stay here on the ground. It's fine. Um, but space terrifies me. That cosmic dread, the intensity of it, and I think in the book through the letters you pull that in, all of that, just like insane cosmic dread, the things that happen, the things that you're like, oh, did that really happen? What happened? um and like the sense of yet again all of these emotions, but like the sense of dread that I had was like the same sense of dread I had when I watched Interstellar.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that movie.
Like that is like one of my favorites, and it it really like says something about you as an author and the book, that it's like you can evoke that sense of dread.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah, you're like, yes, dread. Because I mean, to me, like that's some of the best horror really is like not the in your face, it's a monster, whatever. It's just that creeping terror and that existential threat,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. There's like this thing that horror movies do. I understand everyone's got a different taste in horror, but like the moment the monster gets named or you see it, it stops being as scary. Like, what was it The Happening? The movie where it's like the aliens come to Earth, but you don't see them until the very end. You just like see these little like half glimpses.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I've not seen it.
It's not called The Happening. That's the one with the plants. But
Is it
anyway,
is it crap.
wait, Signs? Maybe?
That's the one. Signs is the the what a twist guy. I cannot think. My brain is just done right now. Um
Yeah.
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But regardless, it's
Yeah, anyway.
yeah, I like the unknown is the scariest to me. And so I never want to name the thing because when you name the thing, you take away like the power of imagination because everyone can imagine something different that's way more terrifying than whatever I can come up with.
Yeah, it's like I think the only other book that there's a couple other books that really creeped me out that I can think of off the top of my head. Incidents Around the House by Josh Ballerman, which is about to be a movie, reminds me of like the same kind of terror. Now, like he doesn't, the quote unquote monster gets a name from the kid in the book, but you never really know what the monster is. And
Yeah.
that one is just terrifying. And I love I love vague and like what the hell just happened.
Yes.
Like do you like that kind of stuff where it's like I don't know what just happened and I'm feeling some kind of way, but that was a trip kind of books?
Yes, absolutely. And I really love there's one book I've seen that's done it really well and it was called Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach. And it's like the narrator is a kid. So the kid doesn't know what's happening, but you, the reader, as an adult reading it, are like, oh no. Like
Yeah.
that sort of whatever that is, that was fantastic and horrifying.
Yeah. I think there's been some really good stuff coming out lately. Um, oh gosh, I was trying to think. My brain just went, nope, sorry. Um, 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 oh, your illustrator. The illustrator, is it Carly that did illustrations?
Yeah, and Matt, both
Carly,
of them.
Matt. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. You know, it's really bad. Tenebris Press is going to yell at me for that. Um, but I think the illustrations kind of added to the experience of the book. Is that something that you want to do again with
Oh my
like a
gosh, yeah.
future work? Yeah.
Yeah, I love illustrations.
Because for me, it's like, like you have ideas in your head, and I think the illustrations, like, they don't they don't take away from anything. They just add to the, oh my God, what the hell feeling.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and that's some of the things we talked about with the illustrations is a lot of them are just like little moments, little things, so that they don't take away from the narrative, but it does give you a sort of visual into what the actual place looks like because I mean Finch never really talks about it.
yeah,
You just know that it's a spaceship.
yeah. I love it because I think it adds to it without giving anything away, or like you said, or like show it doesn't show the monster, it doesn't really name the monster. Um, because what is the monster? And that's what you're left with I think, as I love the feeling of dread and unease. Um, I was gonna ask you another question. What was the most difficult scene you've ever had to write, like either for this book or something else? Like what it what was difficult for you, or what kind of a challenge was it?
um, so it was the first time I ever wrote a tragedy. And everyone dies at the end because the whole thing is like it starts off really like nice and sweet, and then it turns out that it's in the like last few days before the sun's going to blow up, and they just find it out. So the entire rest of it's them coming to terms with that, which means they all had to die at the end.
Right.
That ending was the hardest thing I've ever had to write, and it wasn't even that like I was sitting there like sobbing trying to get it out. It's that I'd have to like write a sentence, get up, walk away, and like steel myself again and go back and write a sentence and then get up and walk away. It took forever because I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It turned out cool and I'm glad I did, but I didn't want to write it.
It's like one of those books where I'm like, get to the end and I'm like, damn it, that was really good. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. That was really good. It reminds me, like, I think, Samantha Shannon, who writes the Bone Season series. She
Mhm.
gets a lot of she gets a lot of people who are like, why did you kill this person off? And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna kill off more people. Gonna kill off another character. Um, yeah. So the world is crazy right now. Our country
Yeah.
is absolutely insane. I live in
Uh,
Minnesota, so it's been, yeah, there's no words for that.
yeah.
Um, it's still ongoing. Um, like there's a lot of people right now on Bookstagram who are finally going like, okay, yeah, reading is political. Like let's talk about stuff. Because for a long time there, a lot of the book talk girlies, quote unquote, were like, don't bring the political stuff into the space. I'm like, our neighbors are getting kidnapped. It's
Yeah.
like it's just what it is. Do you First of all, how are you doing? Is any of that affecting you? Are you okay?
I mean, as okay as I guess we can be. We're not both me and my spouse work from home. So we don't really have to go out into the world a whole lot, which is nice. And because it's insane. The place I work for, we we have a team that was going to go to India to meet some people, and they're no longer sure that they're going to be able to go because the travel restrictions from different places.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people that are here on visas as well, and so HR will send out emails, to everybody, and we'll see like the things that are changing for people with visas that I wouldn't have otherwise known, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like for me it's been difficult. I was just telling somebody today, I'm like so far behind on reading any advanced reader copies because my brain just hasn't been able to focus. I just haven't.
Yes.
Like, it's just impossible because it's not so much I'm worried about myself. Like, I am because I post a lot of stuff and advocate and, like activist space. And one of the people I follow, I don't know if you followed, is Nurse Alex, on Instagram, but because she is known as a trans activist, um, she had all of these problems with her passport and they took her off the global entry program and they said it might be for that reason. And now we're hearing that people coming back into the US are being told that, like, by some very sympathetic customs people, like, hey, your passport is marked as an agitator. So, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's it's a difficult time. Like, I am a privileged person in that I am white. Um, I am also non-binary, queer, and very loud about protecting my neighbors. So there's that part of it too. And
yeah.
unfortunately, a lot of our neighbors around here, because we're very rural,
Mhm.
we're not near the cities, are just like tuned out. Like, oh, it doesn't affect me. I, it's fine. Like,
Mhm.
how? I
Yeah.
I think it like because I think it goes back to like that like the autistic sense of justice that is just so heightened, and the empathy
Yeah.
for other people, like I just can't turn that off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We did an author panel with Duck Prince Press a few weeks ago that was art under authoritarianism.
hmm
And so I mean, it was a very good discussion about just like trying to be creative and whenever all this stuff is happening and the type of creation that we're doing is becoming riskier and riskier.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but but art is resistance.
Art is resistance. Existence is resistance.
Yeah, existence is resistance. I just reminded somebody today. I was like, joy is resistance.
Yes.
Find any way, because that's what they want, is they want to squash us. They want
Yeah.
us to be
So
just,
downtrodden, we can't fight back.
yeah, disconnected from each other. Like, this in itself, talking to you is connection. Like, we are pushing back just by talking to each other, and I love that.
Yeah. Reminding each other and everyone that we are not alone, no matter what it might seem like.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know for a lot of people right now, like, it's it's a tough time, but um escaping with books is good. Escape for a while, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I know some of my friends are like, who were really big into ebooks are getting back into physical books now because they're worried about access
mhm.
and like the availability of them in the future.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because people are just like start getting physical media again. Just collecting like records and CDs and books and magazines, just collect it all. And it's not that, like, I think a lot of us saw this coming. Most of us who have been tuned into this stuff are
Yeah.
like, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. But at the same time, you're like, how did it come to this? And it's just very,
Mhm.
not to put a downer on everything, but damn, that's what we're dealing with. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, it
so,
is.
yeah, like, it's
Like you
just,
said,
that's the reality.
reading and writing, it's political at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. I've been in such a, like, this is helping me talking to you because I've been in such just a crummy place. Like, I did not even want to log on to the computer.
Mhm.
And and this helps.
Yeah.
This helps. I think people connecting to each other, knowing that they're not alone. Like, books help. Your book helps. People to know that they're not alone, and we can make it through. And I don't
Yeah.
want to I don't want to end on that. Tell me some of Tell tell me some of your like favorite current reads, or if not that, like what's coming up next for you? Any projects in the pipeline?
Yes, and yes. The current book I'm reading is Angels Before Man,
Okay.
and it's a queer retelling of Lucifer's fall from grace.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool so far. I'm a big fan of like you get to see the slow character progression.
Yeah.
It's fun. And it's got one of my favorite dedications, and it's a sad dedication, but it does tie into what we were talking to. And it was like for mom and dad who can never know that I wrote this,
Oh,
which hurts
yeah.
and it's very relevant. Um, and you know what, along the same lines of the things I'm working on right now, the working title is The Last Queer Man in Arkansas, and it's like a fake interview, obviously a fiction one, but in a future where there's only one queer man left in Arkansas, everyone else left. And so the interview is like, why are you still here? And it's sort of like a love letter and a eulogy to the idea of a home that hates you.
Yeah. That's I like that, and that's interesting. I have a friend who's in Arkansas right now, and she's like, it's not good.
It's not.
No.
Um, the
Yeah.
other thing I've got coming up sooner because it's actually already written. Um, Although the title, it's either going to be "This Is Why I Saved You" or "The Minuscule Magic of Humans," and it's a novella about a hero that failed in her task, and like the like her dealing with the idea that it's okay to fail and
Hmm.
like healing from that.
Yeah. Yeah, because failing at least shows you tried, right?
Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah.
one will be coming out with Duck Prince Press.
Oh, sweet. Got a
Yeah,
timeline?
sometime this year.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited for that. Um, I'm almost out of time. Anything else you want to share? Like life? What else is going on beyond books? I don't know. We're just chilling.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I am. It is hard to write and stuff right now, like you were saying, but creating with my hands is nice. I've been quilting,
Oh,
which
cool.
is such a grandma craft, but I think most of my crafts are grandma crafts, so it really just like it fits the vibe.
Grandma crafts are back in now, man. Like grandma and grandpa clothes are in, and then I'm also like things from 30 years are in that I remember were cool the first time we're around.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of skinny jeans, and now it's like the flares are in now, and I'm like, I can't. Where do I find my skinny jeans? Where did they go?
I was, well, because I'm like, I'm the elder millennial. So I was in high
Yeah.
school in the early 2000s. And so stuff like the big Jenko jeans are back in. And
Mhm.
I'm happy about that because I have the weirdest body shape. So skinny jeans made me look even shorter than I am.
Oh
So I'm
no.
like, I'm happy. Like I would love for you to have your skinny jeans, but I am so happy that we got the baggy jeans back because now I'm like, yes, I can wear my baggy jeans.
Oh, it's fine. I can tailor. We're good.
It's, but see, that's a good skill to have because I couldn't sew to save my life. My husband can sew. I can't sew. It's insane. Um, but like, isn't it weird to see stuff just come back around? Like,
It is. It's weird to see like remakes of movies, and I'm like, what that movie isn't that old, and it is.
yeah, yeah, you're like, didn't we just see this? And it's like 20 years old, and you're like, oh, it just I'm starting to realize like how old I am, which is just bizarre to me because it's like, where did the time go? I still feel like I'm 21, you know?
I feel like I'm not an elder queer person, but sometimes I'll get into discussions over like or like I'll see discussions that like younger queer people are having about like what's allowed in fiction and like moral um like trying to justify morals within everything. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I am old.
Wait, what do you mean? Like trying to like justify stuff
Like
like in fiction?
like I've seen the argument a lot that it's if some like a character who does bad things, that there can't be any other good qualities in that person, or that the character that's supposed to be the good character can't do anything bad. So it's like these really rigid right and wrong.
Yeah, that's not how the world works.
No, it's not. It makes me so sad to see.
Yeah, there's nothing is black and white. There's so many shades of gray and
I really hate that I got this pointed out to me because I can't unsee it now.
mm,
But there's this thing I've also noticed in just general writing, I guess. And it's like, I don't know what you call it, like therapy syndrome, where a character completely understands everything that's happening like inside of them
oh,
and can explain it. And I'm like, oh, I wish you hadn't have said that because I know I'm seeing it everywhere.
yeah. Oh no. We like weird, morally gray, just I mean, I've always been a fan of the anti-hero, but
Yeah,
that's because I feel like that's what life is and that's what life's been like for me. It's like I've never been the hero in my own story. I've
yeah.
always been the anti-hero and nobody is I don't know how you could why would you even want characters like that? The just it,
I don't,
maybe because life is so chaotic right now, people just want
yeah,
that.
I would assume that like I see the appeal of like that sort of thing from a lens.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I like my characters weird and flawed and messy and that's
Yeah,
fine with me.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah. It's been awesome. In case the audience didn't know, this is the second time I've talked to Rascal
Yeah.
because my recording screwed up the first time. So hopefully we'll get to have you back for a third time when the new book comes out with Duck Prince
Yes,
Press.
absolutely.
Um yeah, this has been a blast and hang in there. Take care.
You too.
Thank you so much.